All right, guys.
He hates it when I do
that. So welcome to another part of the website. This is the creative section. So for all you smart, funny, cool people out there, if you didn't know, I'm also a creative.
We can actually cut out smart.
Yeah, it's true. And we could cut out Jaden.
Okay, creatives are great. Wow, you're gonna cut off the true creative from here? That's insane.
The true creative. He's like Jesus.
The one true creative.
The one true creative.
I'm creative Jesus. So yeah, welcome guys. I spoke a lot last time, so I'm just gonna hand this over to Phoebe and Daniel to talk to us a lot about creatives and what they do and about AI with creatives. So yeah.
AI.
When James says he talked a lot last time, it makes it it's like a website cinematic universe. Now they have to go and check out the other pages to see
More
where Jaden
views,
talks
baby.
a lot.
It's true. If you want to see
More
of Jaden's-
views.
yeah.
More views, more clicks, more money for us.
we're not getting paid for this.
Jaden's the only one getting paid.
Otherwise,
for
I
this.
would be able to afford a lot more AI subscriptions.
That's so true.
You can't afford any AI subscriptions.
Anyway, let's talk about creatives, why we use AI in creative bits of ad agencies.
Smooth.
So as a fellow creative, Daniel, what do you like? Why do we have creatives? What do they do? And like, what's the point of using AI in creative?
At first, I fear the arrogance of calling myself a creative.
I think we're all budding creatives.
You are
Paul
a
says-
creative. I mean, you had a good idea. You
You
feel
guys
good
need to
ideas.
humble yourselves.
Paul says we are advertisers. We're just not getting paid yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unpaid advertisers.
We're all
Hobbyists,
creatives and
really.
strategists.
No.
Strategists.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, creatives are the guys who, and gals. Almost cancelled myself there.
Guys, it's
Creatives are the
gender
people.
neutral.
Creatives are the people.
They're the people who get the briefs, and the direction after the account guys have been told what's wanted, and the strategist guys have looked into it and researched it and done all the other silly crap that we don't care about. The creators are the ones that have fun and make interesting stuff.
So true.
Yeah,
that
sure.
do human connection and
No
really
wonder why Daniel's not a
bring
good.
ideas
He has no human connection.
to life.
That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Okay. So let's chat about AI.
AI, scary AI, in the creative sector especially.
Yes, it's true. I think AI, like creatives were probably the first people who felt initially challenged, or dare I say threatened by AI and its use in agencies, because I think people think of creatives as the first people that are able to be replaced, potentially. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just scared.
No, I mean, yeah, you've got LLMs generating text, generating images, because of this very specific knowledge of how AI works. You know, it's I can't remember the word for it. It'll be in the glossary. The sort of upwards specified knowledge of AI for stuff like strategy, where it's more spread out, more dipping in ponds, and for account management, where it's more just a connection with a singular person. It's not always so clear. But with the creative process, with us training AI in the way that it is trained, with just absorbing as much knowledge from as many texts as possible, it means that it's the first place it can sort of get involved in is a place where more text is made, because that's what it's based on. That's how it learns.
Yeah.
It learns through creative outputs.
Yeah.
So that's what it can replace straight away. But also, it's what I think it can best work with.
Yeah. Also, I think it's important to know as a creative which AI programs do what, because you can delegate, but it's no good delegating, a generation of an image or a video to an AI that's not particularly good at that. So make sure you know your AIs. Obviously, it'll be different. There's no kind of industry standard for creatives for, what AI programs they use. Different companies will use different bits and pieces. We spoke briefly to VCCP and to a couple of other agencies, and they say there's no industry standard, but they all use kind of different things. Anyway.
Do you remember what they use?
I know that there was a lot of ChatGPT and Copilot.
Yeah,
Of
that
both.
makes sense.
Microsoft
Yeah.
Copilot.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. They're both very widely used.
Did they say for images on Copilot, or did they say specifically what it was?
Midjourney was definitely one of them.
Midjourney's fun.
Honestly, Gemini, I would say.
There's also Neo
I'm
Banana
surprised
is
they
one of them as well,
didn't
right?
mention
Yeah.
that. I'm a big big Gemini fan.
Gemini.
Yeah, you made a fun photo with it.
Every issue I have, I'm like, Gemini, what do I do here? I'm fully brain rotted, and it's sucking me in.
It's true. It's one of the problems with creative. But I have broken down creative kind of forms of AI into 3 main types.
I love the names you've come up with them.
Thank you. So I've come up with your brainstorm buddy, which will be used for kind of ideation and concept creation. Then we've got the eager intern for, generating copy and content, the kind of stuff that you could do, but, it's harder and it takes more time. And then you've got your in-house artist, which is the visual and production side of AI. And also that's execution in a lot of different, bits as well. They all do different things. Your brainstorm buddy is good for exploring lots of different creative routes and territories quite quickly. So that will be kind of, that could be something like Springboards. It could even be bouncing ideas off ChatGPT or something like that. Copy and content, generating rough versions of taglines, scripts, headlines, slogans. But it's very important to note, never use something that you got from an AI as your final polished version.
Yeah.
Copyright's a big one.
Copyright's a big one. But also it just doesn't sound good. So use what AIs give you as springboards to then, go on and
basically jump off of it and create something beautiful with it.
Make your own thing.
Yeah.
Make it your own.
Create something beautiful.
Who knew we'd be saying that AI could help you make something beautiful? But
It can.
here's where we are if you use it right.
Well, you might have also realised that Phoebe has replaced all her friends with AIs.
It's true.
That's why Kate is now gone as well. If you've not noticed, Kate has been replaced by an AI.
Oh, so when I said that was a problem. But
What do you mean? Did Jane say that?
I don't remember that.
It must have been in one of the other pages, which you can go and check out now.
I think we deleted that clip actually.
Never mind.
We're going to be swiftly moving onwards
Yeah.
onto how AI can support creative work.
But can they support AI?
Not replace creative work, support creative work.
Can they though? Can they do a
can.
good job with it?
They can. I think they can.
That's good.
Depending on how you use it. Always. It can. I feel like a lot of the time, creatives can experience creative burnout. I don't know if you guys have experienced that at all.
I experience that all the time.
You're just burned out in general.
Yeah, actually, it never ends.
But creative burnout, yes, relatable.
Sorry.
That's
Guys,
anyway.
Daniel's going through something that
I should have mentioned that.
We're gonna keep going, and we'll talk later off recording.
I'm next to get replaced.
We're gonna
depressive AI. Daniel.
Anyway, so AIs can expand your creativity and also defeat creative burnout with a lot of different things. Because when you're using an LLM to come up with, generating a lot of copy for you so that you don't have to do that yourself, it's a lot easier for you to take ideas and then shift them into something else rather than coming up with something entirely from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's definitely a cool thing that LLMs can do. They also just generally speed everything up. They make everything quicker, the whole process. Brainstorming through to execution, everything happens quicker when you've got a little friend helping you out. It also does away with drudge work and all the boring stuff. Stuff that as a creative you don't want to do. Like
creative stuff's the fun people.
It's true.
Like,
Emails, transcriptions if that's something that you're doing. All the kind of things that you have to do but you don't want to do, you can just delegate them to your little AI intern, and then you can get on with doing the actual thinking and the actual creative part of the work that you want to be doing.
Phoebe keeps looking at me and I feel like she's trying to tell me to start speaking, and instead I'm just staring directly into her eyes.
He's like staring deeply and like, he's staring in fear. Honestly,
I was just wondering if he's got anything to add.
I'm just like,
This would be inviting you to hop in.
Phoebe wants to basically just know her thoughts into her
time,
deep dive into the creative aspect.
I've been thinking I should really just jump in right now and just start helping her out, but I've just been really enjoying.
To be fair, Phoebe's done a genuine deep dive into this,
More
and
and
she's
more
just probably
panicked.
looking for more feedback as we go along with this.
Yeah, we haven't actually chatted through any of this beforehand.
Yeah,
so
we're just here to talk about
Don't
it.
very
tell them
organic.
that.
Very organic.
We're just here to talk to you guys about what we found, and if you scroll down, you will see actual thoughts that we have as a group.
Coherent thoughts. We
Yeah.
have one brain cell, so the one coherent thought that we have
Yeah.
with the brain cell that we, toss
Yeah,
around.
so this is just to talk to you guys and give you much more raw insight
Raw
into
footage.
what we found. So, yeah.
I will also say though, one of my favorite parts about using AI as a creative is that it makes everything much more accessible and it lowers the bar of entry. Things that I would not be able to do, things like video generation, image generation. I am many things, but I'm not an artist, let me tell you. And having access to AI that can help you put what is in your head onto a page. Obviously, still working out the kinks with a lot of the different AI programs. And sometimes it is more effective if you just draw it yourself, as we've been taught. But to be honest, a lot of the time it's quick and it's much more energy efficient if you just kind of be very specific but whack what you're thinking into an AI.
Yeah, I think that ties into another thing, which everyone watching this should keep in mind. If you are in a small company, this is for you. And if you're in a big company, be wary of this, which is that AI makes making advertising, as you said, much more accessible for smaller groups of people.
That's true.
You don't have to have as many people specialize in as many roles when you can sort of do mock-ups and you can really quickly collate information and you can use AI for all of these things. It doesn't do the best job at it.
No.
Human expertise will still beat it out in most cases,
It's true.
but it makes it so any Joe Schmo can hop onto some AI tools and start building ads for their company. So you need to stay in the loop, stay in the know, stay on top of it. One, because it could help you, and two, because you need to make sure that those pesky little guys aren't going to start taking over.
It's true, yeah. Never let the little guy win.
That's what I always
Dominate,
say.
dominate,
That's what I-
dominate.
My
So,
motto.
because I see that we're kind of running on time here, guys, do you guys want to do a quick rapid fire thing? I'm going to name you an AI. You just got to tell me what it's best for and what its limitation is. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
We're going to do really quick. Okay? So, Springboards, tell me.
It's really good for kind of campaign generation. Once you have an insight, you can also use it for, insight mining. But once you have an insight, it's really good for looking at brand voice and just kind of generating and executing campaigns from there.
And a limitation.
It can be quite generic,
Boo.
I think. But there is a fun little slidey bit at the bottom.
The chaos one.
The chaos meter, which you can adjust, which makes it a little bit like the response that you get back a little bit more chaotic. Also, because I'm plugging Springboards a little bit, because it's a newer kind of program, you should definitely get onto it if you're not on it already. They're constantly making adjustments and adding things and taking things away and changing based on user experience.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of change happening there, but a lot of really, really cool stuff getting added. So look for Springboards.
Mid-Journey.
Mid-Journey is really
Pictures,
so many pictures.
images. Midjourney was one of the first like big AIs. The LLM things that like took off on like Discord and stuff like that.
Yeah, it
people were playing with Midjourney ages ago, and they were using it to generate. I mean, the images were much worse then, but they were using it to generate images then, and they're using it to generate images now, and they're much better because it's had way more time.
Yeah, man.
Limitations. I don't know, Phoebe. What kind of limitations does Midjourney have?
It's also not necessarily expensive, but you have to pay to use it. So that's just something, it's a barrier to entry. And also, potential issues with copyright.
Yes.
It doesn't, the feeding that it gets isn't always necessarily safe, copyrighted, nice
Midjourney
things.
is trained on images across the web. That's the only way that images can be good is by using this really vast
Wide range.
model. No. Yeah, we'll say model for its training. Check the glossary later for more accurate terminology.
Okay, and finally...
We should take a shot every time Daniel says the word glossary.
But the issue with that is, of course, that a lot of images that are maybe like not copyright friendly are online. So it will generate stuff that's like Star Warsy or Disney, and you don't want to mess with a mouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I love how
true.
I was just like rapid fire, and we've gone into a deep.
Sorry, yeah.
But finally, Adobe Firefly.
I
Tell
will
me.
say that Adobe Firefly is much safer with copyright stuff.
Why so?
Specifically, oops.
They only train on data that is safe, quote unquote safe.
Cool.
copyright
That's
friendly.
nice. So no mouse murder.
No mouse murder, but
Lovely.
Images are worse because you've got a smaller training set.
Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, if you
Small
have less
training
pictures,
set.
it's just more inconvenient.
Yeah. That's the issue with AI. To get better AI, you've got to break down some copyright rules. But if you break down the copyright rules,
you know what they say:
they'll come for you.
to get better.
Get my name out of your fucking mouth.
Okay.
We're gonna shift talk
Yeah.
about really quickly.
Okay, so Phoebe, tell me a limitation of it. I mean, you did actually. Is there any other ones? that are important?
According to my notes,
Note the script. The script that we're reading from.
weaker photorealism. Yeah,
Oh.
worse images, especially when it comes to people. I think
Yeah.
it really depends on the AI, but a lot of them can be really, really bad with people.
Okay.
So
One final AI, the one that we all know and love and hate, ChatGPT.
ChatGPT AI, I love it. You might not love it. I don't know. It's the one
questionable.
I've definitely been using for the longest, and I'm the most familiar with. Yeah, it produces a lot of things very quickly. You can adjust it, and it changes. It can change its words according to different prompts and adjustments that you make, which is quite cool. But again, don't let anything that ChatGPT gives you be your final draft and be
Yeah.
what you end up with, because it's probably not going to be very original or funny or emotionally driven.
Yeah, and okay, and to summarize this whole thing, what can to just end it off, what can AI still not do for creatives?
You know, it
A lot,
can't
actually.
think outside the box. I think that's the biggest one. Is by the nature of learning from seeing millions and billions of different data sets, it is
No original thought,
always going to be based on those data sets.
which is why
And it will always go for things that make the most sense.
Yeah.
And sometimes the best ideas don't make the most sense. You just sort of see them out in the world.
and that's why you need humans.
Yeah, again, it all comes back to needing humans, really.
AI can flow so well if humans are there. Do not replace us. We are great assets. I
When the
swear.
machines take over,
Yeah.
they're coming for Jaden first.
So, as much as we had a lot to say right now, if you just scroll down, you will find a lot more that we have to say. So,
It was so lovely chatting to you guys about creatives and creative stuff.
yeah.
We'll see you in account management.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.